Hey everyone, it's November already, and I can't believe it. Does anyone ever remember those old commercials that said November to remember and how they basically were like a sale on most goods in early November before Black Friday? And let me tell you what, this guy right here, he doesn't remember anything like that. There's nothing going on behind these eyes, all right? But it did happen, I swear. Well, this November is going to be remembered for a very different reason than those previous ones. If you haven't heard, our government has been in a shutdown, and it has been since the beginning of October. And yes, I mean we, as in you and I. We all speak French now, if you didn't know.
Some
We?
niggas, now we going to
What do
war.
you mean we? Nintendo?
No,
We?
nigga, we as in us.
Us? Are you talking about
No,
the movie?
nigga, us.
Wait, I said our government, then we, and then I think I messed the joke up. Whatever, let's just get into it. So at this point, our government has been shut down for 33 days, or a full month and two more for you.
You know what? Here go two more for y'all.
To my American audience that don't know, and to my non-American audience that do want to know, government shutdown is basically when the government doesn't get a spending bill to fund federal jobs and services. Basically, this breaks down to nothing in the government can actually get paid for, so nothing is going to properly run. This means the military, federal employees, federal loans, research grants, Medicare, Medicaid, and just a lot more too. And most importantly right now, food assistance programs, aka SNAP. Now, whether you call this program SNAP, food stamps, or EBT, this program basically helps people to feed themselves or their families if they cannot afford to do so on their normal salary or because they can't work for whatever reason. And to be honest, I'd say eating's pretty important. I don't know about you though. Actually, you're probably not asking why it's happening. You probably already know why it's happening by now. Basically, the Republicans and the Democrats just can't get their shit together. Though it's not really fair to say that both parties can't get it together to reopen the government. It's just that they both have different things they want to allow the government to reopen. The Democrats won't sign a spending bill to reopen the government until the ACA, Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, receives funding for the tax credits that help keep insurance policies for millions of Americans low. Oh, and also reverse the recent policies that the Republicans signed back in July of the big, beautiful bill to cut about 17 million people off of Medicare coverage. Pretty simple and reasonable demands, if I have to say so myself. While on the Republican side, they don't really want too much at all, actually. Except to let you die. Okay, that may be an exaggeration, but they clearly don't care about healthcare costs in this country or availability to receive healthcare in this country either. So basically, it's we want you to die versus we want you to die, but here's also really expensive healthcare before you die. Obviously, no shutdown would be great, but in this case, the Democrats aren't really the problem here. Now, again, it's the same scenario of Democrats say, we want you to die, and the Republicans say, we also want you to die, but more expensive death too. But the Republicans run the House, Senate, and the presidency, so they basically run the entire country. Yet, despite the Republicans owning all three branches of the government, they still find a way to blame the Democrats every time without fail. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, do you think the Republicans' ass ever gets tired from bouncing on it so hard? If the Republicans mention the Democrats any more than they already do, I would be convinced this was some fucked up yaoi instead of the government of my country. Hey, and that's cool and all, but you're the fucking president. Your job is to run the country. Not be a stupid douche who constantly brags about passing dementia tests and hiding that you've potentially had a stroke or multiple strokes, all because we can't tell if you've lost any brain function or if you've always been that fucking stupid. We really are governed by the stupidest people in our country. Ugh. Now, whether the government restarts next week or next year, people are being affected by this shutdown right now. Healthcare costs have skyrocketed for most of the country, making coverage unaffordable for some people right now. And SNAP benefits for the over 42 million people that rely on it to afford food in some way, shape, or form weren't sent out as of November 1st. So people are already struggling. So what can you do if you're someone that has been affected by SNAP not being funded? There are a few places that will help you get food if you cannot afford to do enough on your own. Go to your local food bank or food pantry. They hand out food to you if you cannot get it all on your own. The next thing to do is check your local businesses. And certain local businesses are actually handing out food and doing food drives to those who are not getting their SNAP benefits by presenting their EBT cards. And most importantly, call your representative. Tell them that you're not willing to go without food and health insurance coverage just because they want to play some political power game. Tell them you want to open the government now on a equal but effective solution for everyone. And if you're in the group that is not affected by SNAP not being funded, there are still things you can do. Consider donating to food banks and food pantries, and then also consider volunteering to hand out food to these places if you have the time. Food banks and food pantries are already under regular heavy stress when SNAP is being funded. So now that it's not being funded, they're going to see more demand with even less supply. So scarcity is going to be at an all-time high for these places. So any way you can give or help these organizations out is a way you can help your community and people in it that are really struggling right now. And again, most importantly, call your representative. Even if you're not being directly affected by SNAP not being funded, you should call your representative and tell them to support the people that are being affected by SNAP not being funded. It's the least we can do. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that red button down below for me. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.